Good morning, welcome to My Green Pets. I'm William Green. Cycnoches warszewiczii has bloomed out. Smells wonderful. Sweet. You know what talcum powder smells like? Like baby powder? There's like a baby powder aspect to it, I think. But it looks great. Smells great. Smells up the whole upstairs. Well, the whole grow area. Inside and outside of the tent. Very pleased. This plant got an 83-point Award of Merit in December. And the flowers didn't look pristine at that time. They looked good, but they were not pristine. So it could do better even in the future. But very, very happy, and to get 2 bloomings off of it this season, really, really, really nice. Let's see here, pink, beautiful little pinguicula flowers, still looking super nice. This one was interesting, it kind of came out as a double. 1 stem, 2 flowers. Very interesting. My eyes are becoming more trained over on the bulbophyllums. They kind of got them all in the corner together. Things are finally warming up. I've got the temperatures figured out. The tent is getting up to about 25 degrees Celsius during the day and steady 17.5 degrees at night. That's right where I had been growing them before the big transition. There are signs of growth in the Catasetini, namely this Cycnoches Cooper. You can see a big fat growth pushing out there, as well as my Rebecca Northern grapefruit pink. You can see some green down there as well. So those plants are starting to stir, which means I had, Mikabe, Rebecca Northern Mikabe also is growing down here. But I need to make sure that they're potted as I want them to be potted for the coming year. And also just a heads up that this Cycnoches nebula is going to go up for sale as soon as the weather gets good enough to ship. So my little bulbophyllum cattenulatum bloomed last week, but unfortunately I didn't get any pictures or video of it, so that's done. It only lasted a couple days. Very cute though. Masdevallia Machu Picchu put out this lovely flower, and I think because the temperatures were so low it came out almost bigger, but just perfectly shaped. Really perfect. And we've got 1, 2, 3 more on the way. It just keeps going. In May, I got this plant in May, so if it blooms through May, which I don't know if it will, but it's been in bloom since I've gotten it, so it's been great. There are new growths pushing down here, so that might be the next step for this guy, is just pushing new growth. But yeah, 10 months of growth, not too shabby. Alright, let's go over to the other side and look at the Cattleyas in bud. Alright, so you can see that Wrinkle-Lily Aristocrat is going to be popping out of its sheath very soon. Probably by Tuesday we should see the end of it pushing out. And also super excited to see these buds in the bottom of my Cattleya Mossii, R.E. Patterson by Panther Creek. Those are creeping up as well. So that's going to be super exciting. And I'm really impressed, wow, at this Cattleya Dowiana Rosita. It just is completing this growth. You can see it's just starting to swell the bulb up and the sheath is splitting. And look down here, it's pushing a new growth already. it is possible that this growth will be large enough to bloom. We will see. We may get like a blind sheath on it, but the plant it's getting there. It's very possible that it could bloom off that. This one right here, I've got it mounted, and it's pushing a new growth as well. I don't think that this one will be large enough to bloom, but it's possible the next one could be. So this thing, man, both these are siblings. They come from Brett Baker, and they are just so vigorous, such vigorous growers. Really, really impressed at these guys. Chadwick actually mentions in his Classic Cattleyas book that Dowiana gets a bad reputation for being really finicky and hard to grow, but that it is actually a very strong, vigorous grower. Well, these guys certainly are. Very vigorous, growing like crazy. The other Dowianas that I have are Orchids, and they're not quite as vigorous, I would say. But there is new growth on this one, as well as on this one. These are siblings as well. So, slow and steady. As long as they're not rotten and they're growing, how can I complain, right? Okay. Well, February, we've passed the midpoint of February. We've passed the Lunar New Year. Spring is strongly coming into the scene here. The sunlight is stronger. The angle of the sun is becoming more and more direct every day, and I'm seeing it here in the tent, as well as in my other plants as well. So I am gonna set up a second tent for the cool growers in the basement. So let's just run down there real quick and let me show you the space that I'm gonna use that for. Alright, so this is my little nook in the basement that I'm gonna use. It is 2 feet deep, 4 feet across, and about over 7 feet tall. So at first I was thinking I'm going to build another tent like I did with the PVC pipes and Panda film, and I started adding up the cost of the PVC pipes and everything, and to build it myself would cost about, well, I'd say about maybe $85, something like that. And it, it'd take me a bit of time and trouble because the PVC pipes, I don't have anything to cut them. I can't transport them because they're 10 feet long. Or I could just get online and buy one. They sell a 4x2 by 6 foot tent for $139, and I'm thinking, so for 50 bucks more, I can just have it here in a couple days and not have to do anything. So I don't know. It's tempting. It's one of those, it's a Vivo Sun tent. So I don't know. I may, it's got the observation window and the zippers and everything. It's just done for you. It's just so much, it's so nice. So I may do that instead. But anyway, so this is going to be the downstairs tent area. You can see the walls are concrete. It's pretty chilly down here, and I don't think that there will be any issues of getting too warm for the cool growing plants, and be nice to have a place for the Nepenthes to really stretch out and grow under some tropical highland conditions. So that's in the works. Oh, by the way, real quick, I wanted to ask, do you like the floors that I picked out for this place? It's this vinyl plank, luxury vinyl plank, supposed to look like wood. This is, when I bought the place, it was like, it just had this gray, shaggy, crappy carpet throughout the entire house. And I put this stuff in, and I really, really like it. And it's supposed to be really, really durable, waterproof, easy to clean. So we'll see. This, if you're interested, the floor is by Shaw, SHAW, and the pattern is called Mansart, MANSMART. M-A-N-S-A-R-T. Mans. M-A-N-S-A-R-T. Anyway. It snowed all day yesterday. So, it's a sunny day today, but we're supposed to get some snow next week as well. So, my Clivia miniata is really loving these cooler temperatures, and I can see that it's got buds cooking, and that it's going to be blooming here probably. Yeah, you can see them down there. It's going to be, I like this. Oh, look, it's got buds already pushing out here. It's nice and chilly down here at night, and it helps the Clivia because it needs a cooler winter, and I wasn't able to really give it the cooler winter that it needed in the apartment, but here I think it's going to be much better, and having a nice steady cool winter and then a warming in the spring means that it will bloom all at once, but also the flower spikes will be nicer, I expect. Next to it, my grocery store Phalaenopsis is pushing out. I did the old cut the node thing, and it's pushing out a new spike there. So I'm just kind of training him. Although you have to be careful because they get kind of unruly. And then next to it, my little jade plant is doing okay, and is happy to have so much sun. And then my Haworthiopsis as well is blooming. So that's all the plants. And I've got a little garden space now. You can see it's kind of snowy right now, but I've got a little garden space, so I'm gonna be able to have plants outdoors for the first time in a long time. And even though it's not a big space, we're gonna do something nice with it, I'm sure. I'm thinking some native plants, maybe some yucca. There's a native yucca to this area, and then some spring wildflowers maybe. And then of course a shaded area where I can put plants outside in the summer. All right, well, that is all for my green pets. I'm William Green, and I will see you next time. Have a good week. Bye.